Hi everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Sarabia show on Instagram Live tonight. I got Kinneret Ellie on the show if I pronounce it correctly, but yeah. So she's on in here. Let's go on and say hi to her. Hey!
Hi! So excited to see you. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. First time meeting you. How are you today?
Yeah, doing awesome. And I'm so glad that this was able to work out. So, for those who don't know, and those of you who don't know, I'm in Israel right now with my families. We weather this pandemic. So, I'm so glad we were able to kind of hook up our time zones together and make this happen. So, yay!
Yeah, so for those, it's the first time that I'm meeting her, introduce yourself and tell us who you are and give us a little backstory about yourself.
Yeah, hi. So my name is Kinneret Ely, and my name really is kind of a mishmash of two cultures, which is kind of the result of having an Israeli mom and an American dad. And as I like to tell people, me and my older brother are the products of that union. So in any case, I am an opera singer, and so that's kind of thing numero uno that I do as far as singing goes. But I also love singing art song and musical theater. So I found so far that opera has been really the best way to kind of be able to dip my toes into all of those different genres. So this has been really exciting. So yeah,
Well, how's it been? How's the music life going for you?
actually, it's been surprisingly kind of like buzzing along. Very productive. I mean, of course, theaters all over the world, are largely closed, or if they were open, they're shutting down right now. But it's been so exciting to see how things are progressing as far as just different ways of being able to make art, like video productions of operas, also using things like BandLab, to help make opera happen, and green screen technology, and just all these different developments. They're just like extensions of making opera happen. I mean, of course, they're not like a replacement for live opera. I mean, I'm going to be so excited when we're able to do that again and like more regularly. But it's really nice to have like those other kind of pathways and, ways of doing opera. So that's really great. So that's A. And then B, I'm also trying to turn lemons into lemonade by learning a lot of new roles right now, and also learning new languages and brushing up on the ones I already have. So all in all, this hasn't been, I mean, the period has been terrible, but the way they've been able to use it, knock on wood, has been very good. And yeah, I have every reason to think it'll stay that way.
Nice. Well, would you like to start with your first song today?
Yeah, I would love to do that. So, speaking of languages I've been brushing up, I just started learning Czech during this pandemic. And so I'll be starting off with the song To the Moon by Dvorak's Rusalka. And for those of you who are listening in who might not necessarily know, Rusalka is kind of like a dark, grittier version of the Little Mermaid tale. And Rusalka is kind of like the Ariel equivalent. And so the song To the Moon happens in Act One. I'm singing, as the name suggests, to the moon, and telling the moon to tell the prince, who I'm in love with, that I love him and tell me where he is.
All right.
Mieli duszelic kasni, ać se to wspominków zbudzi. Nie zniczku, nie zasni, nie zasni,
OMG! You got good. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Cannot believe that you got some great acting skills. Like, oh my goodness, when you oh my God, that was awesome.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Ready for some questions and answers?
Yes, I am so ready.
All right. What inspires you to do music?
Oh my gosh, too many things. I got so excited. It was like, yeah, it was that like mid-question, mid-water. Anyway, way too many things inspire me to do music, but in the best possible way. So first of all, I get inspired by many, many singers that I hear as opera, within the opera world. But I also get so inspired actually by artists not in the opera world or not necessarily singers. So I love seeing, like visual art, ballet, poets, and I get so much inspiration from that. So I actually read a really great article, and I don't remember if it's Point Magazine or Dance Magazine, but anyway, one of the ballet magazines, and the interview was with Abby Stafford of New York City Ballet, principal dancer there, like amazing. And she said she was talking about her first experience dancing, like her first 48 Nutcrackers, because their season doing, the Nutcracker. It's crazy. And she said that during her whole experience doing that, the big takeaway for her, because she put a lot of pressure on herself to try and do it perfectly, because like it's New York City Ballet, but then she actually like realized that like actually once she stopped putting the pressure on herself to try and dance perfectly, she was able to start dancing well. I was like, that's the kind of quote that really inspires you and like goes deep, and like that went deep into my soul when I read it, and like that came from a New York City Ballet principal. So if that's good enough for her, that's good enough for the rest of us. So all these kinds of things really inspire me and give me new insight into what I do.
All right, now I got a fan question, which was the same question as mine. Overall, what is your favorite song to sing?
Oh my gosh, I just saw how that like pops up. This is so cool. I mean, the question sticker's at the bottom. Anyway, oh my gosh, it's a little bit like choosing, I hate to say a favorite child, but like it's so hard to choose. It really depends on the day, I guess kind of like when some days you feel like wearing sweatpants and other days you feel like dressing up. I'm a little bit like that too with favorite songs to sing on any given day. But lately I have been really loving singing Rusalka because it's just been like a voice, like going to a vocal spa to just sing that, it just feels so good for the voice. I've also been loving Blanche from Poulenc's Dialogues of the Carmelites, which is a gorgeous, amazing opera. It makes me into a ball of tears every single time I see it. And I also started learning the role of Blanche this pandemic, and also Desdemona from Verdi's Otello. I also started learning that role, and I remember when I was looking through Act 2, there's like this quartet in Act 2 between like Otello, Desdemona, Iago, Emilia, and it was like this masterful storytelling, and it blew my mind. And I'm going, why is this not more famous? Of course, Otello is a hard role, a really difficult role to cast, but like other than that, like why isn't this heard more often? It should be. Anyway, so I'm really obsessed. These are some of the things I'm obsessing over right now.
Nice. All right. Now, what's your favorite thing about doing music?
I think first of all about doing music, it's like being able to create something that's beautiful. It's like kind of carving a little like pocket of beauty. And then like with opera singing in particular, we sing without microphones and without any kind of like technology, not like hating on those things, but just like in opera, we just don't have that. And the thing that makes that unique is the fact that you're hearing just like a naked, unamplified human voice. And like, that's something that's both really powerful. Like you feel the strength of that, and also really vulnerable because you're not hiding behind anything. So my favorite thing about that, both in hearing other singers and also my experience singing is just feeling that both like strength and vulnerability. I mean, it just blows my mind every time. It never gets old, ever.
Nice. All right, now second aria you're going to be singing tonight, and give us a little backstory of it.
Oh, cool. So in any way, can I cheat a little bit and do a song or?
Up to you.
Okay, that's fine. So in any case, so another thing I love to sing are Israeli songs. So you know, there's just a really beautiful like musical tradition and also a tradition of like poetry in you know, the Hebrew language that I really love to show people, and I program these songs regularly in my recitals. And you know, it's really just like as deep of a tradition, I think, as like Schubert or like Debussy. And you know, these are songs that really should be heard more often. And so the song I'm going to be singing is called Dodi Lee. So this is actually with text taken originally from the Old Testament. This is from the Song of Songs. And Dodi Lee, you know, the general text is, I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. So here it goes. Or let's say Kadima, that's Hebrew. Dodi Lee, va'ani lo ha'ro'eh בשושנים, דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. מי זאת עולה מן המדבר, מי זאת עולה, מי זאת עולה מן המדבר, מי זאת עולה, דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים, דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. ליבבתיני אחותי כלה, ליבבתיני כלה, ליבבתיני אחותי כלה, ליבבתיני כלה. דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים, דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. אורי צפון, ובואי תימן, אורי צפון, ובואי תימן, דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים, דודי לי, ואני לא הרואה בשושנים.
Wow! Can't stop loving your singing voice. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet, and you're amazing. Anyway, yeah, no, I just saw like how you did, you know, all the interviews and how you interview people. Like, I think it's every day. Like, how do you, and multiple people each day. Anyway, you blow my mind too. So anyway, right back at you.
So time with some fan questions this time. A lot of fan questions sent in. First one, who inspired you to become a singer?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Way too many people, but like in a good way. So like, I always feel like I get a little bit of something out of like each singer as far as inspiration. Some of the people who really inspired me in the beginning, first of all, actually, there's an Israeli singer, actually folk singer named Chava Alberstein, who I really, really love. And just like her ability to communicate through and tell a story through singing is just amazing. And I started listening to her back when, you know, I wasn't, you know, Hebrew's my second language. So I wasn't, you know, I didn't know enough to understand at that point, but it didn't matter because like that communication power, like hit me in my soul. And then I got into musical theater. And I think like there, if I had to pick only one singer, which that's already hard, I would have to go with Julie Andrews. I like watch The Sound of Music and listen to My Fair Lady, you know, her Broadway recording of My Fair Lady over and 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 over, and like that many times over again. And then as far as opera, I would have, I know every soprano gives this answer, but I'm probably gonna have to go with Maria Callas, and also now Virginia Zeani, who's also incredible. So yeah, if I have, these are like some of my bucket list singers if I had to go with only a few.
All right, now the next one. Who would you like to sing a duet with?
Oh, so hard. Anyway, so I guess I'll go with like one again, and like I'll go with one colleague and like one famous person. And colleagues, you all are the bomb. I'm literally just answering on the spot, so don't be offended if I don't say you. We'll sing together another time, promise. Well, anyway, last September I had the pleasure of being in Teatro Grattaciello's production of Fedora, which they were amazing for doing that, by the way. It was COVID safe, all the precautions taken. And anyway, the guy who sang Loris is somebody I've known for a while. So shout out to Jeremy Bronner, who's amazing. And anytime, he needs a soprano, hit me up. And then as far as famous singers, Dmitry Khodorkovsky, who I know passed on, the late, great Dmitry Khodorkovsky, but that's kind of like a dream singer I would have loved to have sung a duet with.
All right, next one. Where's your favorite place to perform?
That's also like these feel kind of like tough questions, but like tough in a good way, Honestly, I love performing in any setting in which I really feel like I'm reaching people. It's like whenever I feel like that kind of heavenly quiet in an audience where you're like in communion with them, or when you feel applause and you feel that like back and forth with them, or in like school outreach performances, like with opera companies have like outreach. And so like the singers go out and introduce, these little kids to opera, either like elementary school kids or like high school kids or whatever. And, kind of being able to reach them in a different kind of way. Anytime I can have that kind of connection with them, it could be like a big theater, it could be in a high school, it could be in, wherever. Like it really doesn't matter. It's like that sort of communion there that like really lights me up and excites me so much.
All right, now what are some of your hidden talents?
Oh, so okay. I do admit I'm not sure how hidden they are because I'm a very open book. I'm not a great secret keeper. But I just started learning Greek this pandemic. I'm not really sure if that counts quite yet. I know some survival phrases in Greek. I also am a big bookworm. I'm also not I guess I'm not sure if that counts as a talent, except if anybody wants like a reading buddy or like a book club buddy, like I'm so there with you. I am also in a good way type A, but I am great at like organizing, proofreading, so anytime you need like a fastidiously like type A person, on your team, I am so there. Just let me know. So anything that involves that trait.
All right, now besides music, what are some of your hobbies?
Yeah, oh darn it. I guess I'm going to double dip with this question a little bit. Anyway, I love learning languages, and I also love reading. So I've been catching up on, some books a bit. And so anyway, I'm reading right now this book called Le Rouge. In the French is Le Rouge et le Noir, so like the red and the black by Stendhal, which I first read in college, but honestly, I didn't internalize it that much back then. So I'm kind of making up for that now. And so I'm taking time doing that, as a hobby. I love to just like go outside, check out wherever city I am. Though right now in the pandemic, of course, that's Tel Aviv, but it's such a beautiful city, even in lockdown. And it's about like a 1 kilometer lockdown that we're in. So by lockdown standards, it's, still doable. But anyway, I love just exploring my surroundings of wherever it is I'm at. Anytime I do an audition trip, whenever I travel to audition somewhere, I always make it a point to just like take some time, like, a day or day and a half or whatever after the audition. So like once that's done and over, to explore wherever it is that I'm at. Because I just think it's so important to stop and smell the roses and, not just be in like work mode, sing mode, sing mode, sing mode, sing mode all the time. It's just really important to be able to stop at any given point and say like, dude, I'm in Bologna right now, to audition, or like, how often am I going to be here? Or like in Bologna, or like I was in Moscow. I got invited to audition for their opera studio last year. And like I was in Moscow, like that's amazing. So just taking time to kind of explore and like smell the roses and like see where I'm at. that's something I really, really love to do, and taking photos of those travels.
All right. Now, what's your favorite moment as an opera singer?
Well, I would probably have to say all of I mean, kind of like those communion sort of moments, those like moments in which I really feel like I'm connecting with people, that I'm talking about, which is really like reason numero uno that I'm an opera singer. And I remember, after certain performances, I remember one person who said, because, Israel, this was back in 2014 when there were like lots of missiles going back and forth. I had just given a concert here. And somebody had said to me after the concert that, that this, my singing helped her keep her mind off what was going on. And that was like, so, I mean, how can you not be inspired to, sing after that and really see like what that can do for people?
Hmm. All right. Now, what's your favorite and least favorite language that you like to sing as an opera singer?
Okay, so favorites. Mm, I, I, you probably are picking up on me by now that like it's hard for me to pick favorites, but I'm actually kind of loving actually Czech, Russian, and French, especially right now. Things I like less. Well, if there's a certain, like, not the whole singing in the whole Czech language, but like a certain word that like I'm stumped on, that's a little bit like, ugh, because you can literally have like consonant clusters of like four consonants, one right after the other. And that's when I look at my score, I'm like, why Dvorak? Why? So like that's the kind of moment that makes me go,
All right. Now, as an opera singer, if you had to choose just one singer to meet in person, who would it be and why?
wait, I'm sorry. I think there was a little bit of a hiccup. Can you please repeat that for me?
One opera singer to meet in person, who would it be and why?
Mm, I would probably have to go with either Joyce DiDonato or Erin Morley. A, both of them are the bombs. B, Joyce DiDonato has inspired me for such a long time, and I actually studied with the person she studied voice with for a little bit, which was way cool. So shout out to Stephen Smith, or as he's officially noted as W. Stephen Smith. So hi. And then Erin Morley is also phenomenal, and she can sing and play piano at the same time, and like sing, play piano like a virtuoso while she's singing some of the most difficult music. I don't know how that's possible. But anyway, both of them are really, really, really amazing. I'd love to meet them.
All right, now 2020 is finally over. You know what's been happening around the world, but what are some goals that you've accomplished last year?
Yeah, so some of the stuff I've accomplished last year has been largely in lockdown. So with learning, learning new roles, learning languages, but right before the lockdown started and, all of the stuff started to hit the fan, I won't curse on your show. Me and so I was able to do a concert with, two other singers, so the three of us together. So it's me, Suchan Kim, and Pavel Sulianziga. And so, hi guys, and also our amazing pianist, Dan Deutsch. So we did three concerts together, one in Haifa, one in Jerusalem, and one in Tel Aviv. And we managed to just squeeze in those concerts before Corona, before the Corona hit, which I don't know how that timing could have been more perfect, but at least that worked out. And also really proud of the Teatro Grattacielo Fedora. So it was actually quite an artistic year for me, all things considered. And I know how lucky I am that that's the case.
All right, cool. But what are some goals that you want to accomplish in 2021?
Yeah, so I would love to build on everything that I did in the last year. And that includes, there were some auditions at a couple of auditions in particular, some dream amazing opera houses that I was going to have, but then got postponed. And on one hand, I don't know if those will happen or not. There are never any guarantees in the opera world, but I do know that good work, working well can only lead to good things in the future. So I'm focusing on that. I'm ready to come back as like Kinneret 2.0, like Adobe Acrobat, like an upgraded version of me, and to go and kind of build on everything I did in the last year. So I'm really excited for that to happen. And we'll see what form it takes.
All right. Once everything goes back to normal, what's the first thing that you might do?
See my friends, see my loved ones. Oh my gosh, I miss them so much. So, for example, my niece was born actually last March. She's going to be 10 months old at the end of the month. We've been FaceTiming a lot, but it is going to be very exciting to like be able to spend a lot more time with her, in person and in safety, of course. So, seeing her, seeing my friends, seeing my other family members. And even though FaceTime and like Zoom and Skype, they go a long way, they can only go such a long way. And it doesn't replace like in-person, contact. So I'm so excited for that. And live performances. So yeah.
Yeah, but what's your goal for music in the future?
Sorry.
What's your goal for music in the future?
I think the goal is going to be, well, first of all, I mean, my goal is going to be just like building on the work as far as like roles, working even more and going onward and upward with my vocal technique. Also, just like with the music in general, I'm going to be going wherever, all of the developments of this year are going to go. So whether it's like a live performances and like drive-throughs, whether it's filmed operas, whether it's using BandLab and green screen, whether it's being able to perform live but social distanced, or perform live but be able to have pretty regular circumstances, I mean, still with masks, but, still more or less like normal, whatever avenue opens, I am all for it. And I'm going to be so excited to go there.
All right, non-general music questions this time. First one, have you seen Avengers Endgame?
I have not. When it comes to these things, I am so culturally inept, so I'm going to need to see that.
Not excited to spoil it since I put that movie on repeat, so hashtag don't spoil the end game. All right.
Okay.
Next one, have you seen Toy Story 4?
I have seen Toy Story 1 and 2. I have not seen 4, so I'm going to need to see that. And I think having a baby niece now is going to help make that happen. Maybe not like now, but, fairly soon in the future.
At least I did not even cry on that movie, since I'm not going to tell you the spoilers, but I was laughing, so I didn't even cry. I was...
Okay, right. That's good to know. Oh, next, goodness. No onions.
Have you seen all 24 James Bond movies?
Not all 24, but I've seen some of the ones with Pierce Brosnan, and also some with Roger Moore, rest in peace, and Sean Connery. So, yeah, I have seen some of them.
Oh,
so
good.
I'm going to be excited to see who the new James Bond is.
Yeah, and speaking of that, have you seen the trailer of 007's No Time to Die?
I haven't. Is it still a Daniel Craig? Or
yeah, it's gonna be a James Bond movie, which I'm gonna be pretty sad about.
Yeah, I know. I heard rumors that the new James Bond might be Duke of Hastings from Bridgerton. We'll see what happens there. But I'm just so amused by like the talks about who's the next James Bond and like So I'm sure it'll be blowing up on Twitter as soon as it's announced.
All right. Next one. Sports is finally back. Do you have a favorite sports team?
No, I'll tell you, I watch a lot of gymnastics, a lot of figure skating, especially like I'm all over those during both the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics. So I'm going to be really excited to see who gets sent to represent those teams in the Olympics whenever they do the summer ones. And then for 2022, the Winter Olympics. So and I know that for figure skating, they're doing that as more of a team sport. They have a team event now. So it'll be really exciting to see.
All right. Cool. Now, you might have noticed that I'm wearing my new glasses, as you can see them. I put a recent poll a couple months back for my viewers to vote on which pair of my new glasses is better looking. So give me your best opinion on which pair of my new glasses is better looking. You like the first pair that I'm wearing?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like the pair?
I have to, first of all, both of them are great. I am digging like slightly more to the side of that second pair. I think they look so cool, so hip. I'm loving it.
Thank you. Yeah, the first pair that I'm wearing, it has a little hole in the bridge, as you can see, as a little close-up. So there you go. All right.
But you can't go wrong with either one.
Yep. Now the next one. Have you ever heard this YouTube series called Hot Ones?
I have not. What's it about?
That's where you have to eat spicy chicken wings while answering questions about yourself.
Whoa, that sounds intense. Are they
Yeah,
able to at least like chug water or bread like to maximize the spiciness, in the
well,
process or?
all you need is water and milk, but pretend that you were a guest on Hot Ones. Do you think you could handle all 10 spicy wings in one interview?
Oh my gosh, I would certainly try. Like I feel like like the zealous like goal setting side of me would be like I would try to do that, but whether I'd actually manage to do it is a whole other question. So
All
we'll just
right.
have to see. Yeah.
All right, next one. It's time to get a little bit funny now. Have you ever heard the television show Impractical Jokers?
I haven't. What's it about?
Uh,
Well, I mean, what's it about? But yeah.
you have four guys from Staten Island, New York. They were friends for over 25 years. Q, Sal, Joe, and Murr. They love pranking people, and they made a movie. So have you ever seen Impractical Jokers, the movie?
I have not. Haven't seen Impractical Jokers anything, and I'm realizing I should. I'll
All
have to
right.
YouTube them after.
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you the spoilers. The good news is for you, I got you a sneak peek. So the sneak peek I'm going to show you is where Sal Volcano gets locked inside a motel. The tiger comes out the door, and he gets pretty scared of it. So here comes
What?
the sneak peek right now on my TV, and
Oh, I
enjoy.
see it. Oh my gosh. That's so bad. That's horrible. Now I have just like so many questions about this. Like, how did they manage to get the tiger in there? How did they like get the tiger past like the concierge or like the front desk? How did they get it in the like? I just have like the list of questions in my head of like, how did they pull this off?
I'm telling you, everything in the movie is 100% real. You gotta check it out.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And I need the answers to those questions. Like, I'll need to like Google for them. Yeah.
All right, now it's time for a brand new segment we like to call Ask for Us. This is where some guests on the show like you ask me any questions. So do you have any questions for me?
I do. Yeah. So I noticed that you like to cook a lot. And yeah, so what's been your favorite thing to make lately?
Well, if you saw my last post on Instagram, I was showing you on how to make a perfect sirloin steak with a delicious seasoned fries and a delicious caramelized onions.
I saw that. Yeah, that looked so good. I mean, I do have to admit I'm a vegetarian, but still I will have the fries, I will have the onions, like so yeah.
All right, cool. Do you have any more questions for me?
Yes, I do. So first of all, I think it's so cool, as I said before, that you interview singers and like that you're able to keep it going. Like props to you. What made you decide to interview singers in particular?
Well, you notice way back in my high school career, I was opening up Instagram and started a new profile for myself. And, I was like, what do I really want to do on my Instagram profile? So I was like, you know what? Try interviewing artists. That's what I've been doing. It's like almost 300 episodes and counting. I'm going to my third year
Wow.
now hosting this show on Instagram Live since I'm a part-time moderator, part-time college guy, part-time fast food worker guy, quote unquote, master chef over here. So, yeah.
Wow. Mad props to you because I mean, college is no joke. Also working, like fast food or like service industry, I've done that. Service industry jobs, no joke, and also running your own show is no joke. So that is awesome. So that is
Yeah.
like major time management skills right there. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and also so what has been? I just have to go back to the food because I'm kind of obsessed with food. But like, what is the dish you're most proud of?
The dish that I'm most proud of, I love beef fried rice. It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then do you like to bake?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I could bake, but one day I should.
Yeah, well, anyway, I can recommend a cookbook, and I swear it's not a plug because I don't even know Chloe Coscarelli, but she writes a really good like desserts, and it's like nice and easy, and like not like a whole lot of fuss or like weird ingredients. And I'll say like I'm not a vegan myself, but the cookbook is vegan. I just know a good cookbook when I see one, so I can recommend that. So Chloe Coscarelli, and she's on Instagram as Chef Chloe. So yeah, in case you ever want to try or if you have any questions, hit me up. So let me know.
All right. Any more questions for me?
I'm just like on the spot, on the spot, on the spot. I'll have to think about it, but yeah. So I'll let that percolate a bit.
All right. Well, did you know that I was on the cover of the newspaper?
Oh, that's so cool! Congratulations.
Yeah, because you're in luck. I'm going to tell you why. I was asking Coach if I could play one game tonight. He said yes. I played for a few minutes. I got in the starting lineup. I scored a layup in the last 32 seconds. And when I made the final shot in the last 32 seconds, I dedicated that shot to you.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool! Wow.
Yeah. Moving as I flip
Yeah.
the camera right now. This is me.
Wow. Congrats. Yay.
Yep. We're up beside another poster. It's my Team Spirit Award back at my Winter Sports Awards ceremony.
Yay. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Well, thank
That
you.
one's gonna be so full of like all of your accolades. So
Yeah, I'm going to be sending you the article out to the live, and you should really check it out. It's incredible.
Yay. Yeah, I would love to read it.
Yeah, and also I'm going to be making a movie one day. I'm going to be producing it, and I was wondering if you want to be a cameo in my film.
I would love to be a cameo in your film. And also major props for trying to produce a film. So yeah. So you know how to reach me.
Yep, I got you. All right. Now this next one. Have you ever heard this television show, Jeopardy?
I have, yes. I feel so sad about Alex Trebek.
Yeah, we missed him at the age of 80 with pancreatic cancer. You know, to pay homage tribute to him, I'm thinking about playing a little game of Jeopardy. How's that?
Oh, sounds good. Let's do it.
So not only if you get this right, not only you get it right, you will automatically be a quarterfinalist in this year's Jeopardy birthday celebration tournament show that's going to happen this year, June 24, 2021 on Instagram Live. So,
whoa,
yeah,
stakes are high. Okay.
Yeah, I did my birthday celebration show last year. I'm going to do it again this year, but this time it's a Jeopardy birthday celebration tournament show. So, yeah.
All right.
All right, your category for you today is modern opera. Once I read you the clue, you're going to have 30 seconds to let the music play out. All right, just let the music play out for 30 seconds. And then after that, time's up. You have to answer it in the form of a question. All right?
Okay, so wait for the music to
the music to stop. All right?
All right.
Here we go. Your category is modern opera, and here is the clue. This opera begins with Air Force One landing at Beijing. 30 seconds. Good luck. Time is up. Do you have an answer?
I do. So what is John Adams' Nixon in China?
Yes, you got it. It is Nixon. Yeah, so congratulations, Kinneret. You're going to be a quarterfinalist in this year's tournament. So mark it down your calendar. June 24th, 2021, the Jeopardy birthday celebration tournament show is going to happen on Instagram Live.
Yay! June 24th, 2021. We'll be there. Be square.
Yeah, and also, I'll be Zoom calling you guys while I'm live on Instagram. So I'll be like Zoom calling you guys, and I'll also be live on Instagram to show you guys the clues and also the answers. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Yeah. Last question I want to ask you: can I bring you back again as a special guest on my show on Instagram Live?
Oh my God, I would love that. This has been so much fun. So anyway, yes.
Yay! All right, Kinneret, I got a request for your final song today. Do you know Sempre Libera?
I do. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. So now we'll see how I do with neighbors and stuff, but yeah. So Sempre libera di Dio, voleggiare di gioia in gioia, ma che storie per mio per sentieri di piacere, nasco un giorno moia, sempre lieta ne riprovi. Sempre nuovi ne volare, il mio pensiero è volare,
I'm pointing at it right now. Y'all go follow Kinneret, follow her socials, follow her music. It's simple as that, everybody.
Yeah, I'd love to see you there, see y'all there. That's my Virginia roots coming out right now with that one.
Yeah, before you go, would you like to take a screenshot?
I would love to take a screenshot. Hang on.
Smile at the camera whenever you're ready. Are you ready?
All right.
On three.
I'm
One,
so ready.
2, 3. We got it.
Yay!
Thanks a lot, Kinneret, for coming on my show. Love you so much. Can't wait to
I love you too. June 24th.
24/7. Stay safe. Wear a mask, and I will see you in.
Yay! See you then, and hopefully before then. Bye.
Wow, guys, Kinneret was incredible. You guys need to check her out. All right, y'all. And when we get to 8 o'clock, I'll be going live with Marion Fiedler. So I'm going live with Marion just a little bit at 8 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned. I will see you guys at 8. See you then.